What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new YouTube video. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Today's a bit different of a video. I'm just going to have a heart-to-heart with you guys about Redbubble, my views on Redbubble, and some things I just wanted to share, okay? I'll be honest, I wanted to share this for a little while now. I didn't have the chance to make this in a video, but I figured I'd share it now. To be 100% honest with you guys with Redbubble, I don't, let me think of how I'm going to phrase this. Let's put it this way. I've said this before, and I'm big on diversification. I'm big on not relying on one thing for our success, for our income, for our lifestyle, just in general, just for everything, just in general, right? I'm big on diversification. And I would be a fool to sit here and say that Redbubble is the only solution. Okay, not only would I would be a fool, but I would be a liar too. There's a lot of ways to make money online, but it might seem from the videos that I make like Redbubble is the only solution. I think we can agree on that, right? Like if somebody didn't know who I was, didn't know what I'm all about, and watched, let's say, just a few of my videos, they're probably going to come across a Redbubble video, and they're probably going to think, like, I only do Redbubble, or I'm only involved in Redbubble. And that's not the case. I'll just be 100% honest with you guys. That's not the case. I am heavily involved in Zazzle. I'm heavily involved now in Etsy, and it's been like that for a while now. I'm heavily involved in other platforms that I even haven't talked about, TeePublic. I'm heavily involved in a few other platforms. Like I said, I don't want to go too deep into this, but it might seem, from the way I'm making my videos, that Redbubble might be the only solution. That's not the case. And as you guys know, inside of me personally, I have a belief that I should be diversifying. And when I say diversifying, I'm not talking about the content, but I'm saying that as a piece of advice for everybody watching, right? Like, I believe that diversification is powerful. And something that I also believe, guys, with diversification is that takes effort. And you guys know I'm not like a crazy, kind of like hard work, motivational type of guy. But there are moments of time where I am like that, and I talk about that. And the reality is that I think basically the best way I'm going to say this is, and I'm going to just come out and say it, is the best way to do this is we're going to need to diversify. We're going to need to diversify. We can't just rely on Redbubble. Even though, don't get me wrong, Redbubble is a tremendous platform, and I'm sure a lot of people had good experiences, and a lot of people had bad experiences. We have to diversify, okay? I'm not saying this because of an experience that I had. This has not come, out of the blue. This is not like it came out of nowhere. But the reality is I don't want to put a false narrative on this YouTube channel and act like Redbubble is the only platform out there. And I will be talking about other platforms. In fact, just Zazzle. I'm going to be, just recently with Zazzle, I've crossed over a certain milestone with income on Zazzle. And I'll make videos on that in the future. But, I'm excited to talk about other platforms. And I want to say something. For all the people that have had a bad experience on Redbubble, don't worry, you guys are not forgotten. And for the people that love Redbubble and are sticking to Redbubble, don't worry, you won't be forgotten either. This channel is going to cover everything, okay? From Redbubble to Zazzle to all the other platforms out there, I'm open to talk about everything related to making money online. So it's not like we're going to stick to just one aspect, okay? The heart-to-heart aspect of this is that it's not like this is some sort of notification video to let you guys know what we're going to do for the future. But it's more of me just being honest and upfront with you guys and say, I haven't talked too much about other platforms, and I realize that for some people, this channel might be the only place where you get content for print on demand. And I don't want to put a false narrative out there to tell you guys that it's just about Redbubble, that Redbubble is the only way. That's not true at all. There's so many ways to make money online, and there's so many different ways, and Redbubble is one of them, but there are also different platforms. So if you're excited to go on this journey with me where we talk about other platforms, explore other things, I want to go ahead and welcome you guys to the channel. I mean, I know this is not a new channel by any means, and I know the people that watch this every single day, but I don't want to essentially make you guys think that I forgot about my OG people, which is the Redbubble people. And don't worry, we'll talk about other things, and we'll do Redbubble review videos, and we'll do all these different things. But I think one of the most valuable pieces of advice that I ever got in my life was don't rely on one thing. And I'm going to give you guys the same advice as well. You know, I treat all you guys like my brothers and sisters who are watching this YouTube channel, and I'm going to say straight up, let's not rely on one thing, you know. If I had a brother, I would sit him down and say, let's not make money off one platform. Let's talk about other platforms. Let's work on other platforms. And I'm telling you guys the same thing as my brothers and sisters watching this, is that we need to jump on other things. And the reason why is because, and I've spoken about this before, but when we give all our effort and all our energy to one platform, we could be hurting ourselves, because if at the end of the day, we don't own the platform. Like, that's the hard part, guys. That's the hard part that we all have to get past, is that we have no rights over this platform. Point blank, period. Is it sad? Absolutely. Is it terrible? Absolutely. But that's the reality. And there's a lot of people, unfortunately, where unfortunate things happen to them. Whether they cause it or not, meaning whether they do something against Redbubble's terms of service or not, there are a lot of things that could be reasons for account takedowns, and I'm just going to be real with you guys. Is it favorable? Absolutely not. We all do not want that, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So what I'm going to start doing is in an effort to not only improve on my channel, but also in an effort to help more of the community and just share my side of of views on certain things, I'm going to talk about other platforms. And I know these platforms might not be popular. I know these platforms might not be, well known, or maybe, maybe as profitable as Redbubble. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about Etsy. We're going to talk about selling different kinds of products, maybe not even just designs or t-shirts. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of different things. And even though you will see, don't get me wrong, guys, Redbubble's not going anywhere for me. I'm always going to be on Redbubble, and I'm sticking, by the way, to my promise that I made about Redbubble to myself and to you guys, where I'm uploading every day, 60 designs a day, every single day, on a new store every month. I'm sticking to that. That's not going anywhere. That's, I'm still doing that behind the scenes. But I just don't want you guys to think that I forgot about the Redbubble community or the Redbubble group. With that being said, the reason why I'm really making this video is it caught my attention. There's a lot of people saying they got suspended here or they got suspended there and they're not sure what to do. I never want to see anybody else in that position ever again. Ever again. I never want to see anybody in that position. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot easier if you do get, let's say, God forbid, you do get suspended from Redbubble or account banned or permanently banned. It's going to be much easier on you if you're making money from other platforms. I think we can all agree on that, right? Like, hand to heart, we can all say honestly that if we have assets on all bunch of different websites, we're much more protected. We're much safer from an income standpoint. If something, let's just say, God forbid, happens to our Redbubble accounts, that we have money in other places. I think that's fair to say. So this heart-to-heart is just a call to action, not really for you guys, but more like for me to just say there's going to be more content on other platforms. Now, are we going to talk about Redbubble in the future? Absolutely. We're going to do reviews. We're going to do guides. We're going to do conversationals. We're going to do, thinking theory. We're going to do everything. But we're also going to talk about other stuff as well, okay? And, if you guys ever have questions about Redbubble, let me know. Let me know. I've been doing this print-on-demand thing at first as a hobby, a pastime. I remember when I would run my digital agency, and I had this struggle phase where I was really struggling in the beginning, and I ended up quitting it and then coming back to it. During that whole period of time, I hadn't been running the clothing company anymore. I had sold it. I got acquired when I was young. And I was having fun doing different things, making money online, different methods, KDP, different kind of things. I'm not going to list them all out, but I had different niche sites. I had different things going on. And I remember when I sold that website, I got a little bit depressed because I didn't have access to the income source flows that were coming in, because that was my only focus. And I look back at the time then and I said, wow, thank God that it was on a website that I had owned. What if all the money that I was making through my company was through, a third party, like a Redbubble, a merch, anything like that, and everything got taken away from me? Like some people do go through that, What would I do at that case? And the reality is I wouldn't know what to do. So I'm lucky that I sold that company. And that wasn't a print-on-demand company. That was a white-labeled brand where I would take my money, buy a bunch of product up front. It would be shipped to me, and we would ship products out of our warehouse. And it was a hard time. That was a hard business. And, technology has made it easier to where the money that I invested in the things that I did back then, I don't have to do anymore. For example, if I have a model, I don't need to hire a model anymore. I could just go to different places. And granted, I did need models either way back then because I was doing white label products that were not seen on the internet as of yet. But with that being said, guys, the point here is that diversification is key. And it's really nice to have different income flows, and I'm sure we all agree on that. And we're going to start really kind of letting that be the theme of this channel, where we focus on different platforms and we make income from different scenarios, different situations. So if you guys are cool with that, welcome to the journey. If you unsubscribe because I'm going to talk about other stuff and not just Redbubble, I apologize. I really don't want to see you go, but if you go, I'm sorry that you're going to go through with that. But if you want to stick around for more content on other platforms, welcome to the channel. That's all I really got to say. So thank you guys for giving me some time to explain this. And I look at this channel like a community at the end of the day. So if I just go ahead and I start making videos that are not necessarily related to Redbubble, I don't want anybody to be upset. And so that's why this video is here. Have this heart-to-heart talk, and we can clarify some things. All right? Thank you guys for watching. All right? I'll see you guys soon.